7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Colts at 13-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them 6 yards in the first down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space, and he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That's caught by Tucker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On the give, it's Warren. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Play action. It's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren. And fights through one man. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson. Steps away. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Russell Wilson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And you can see he leads the league in rushing as he enters this final week. So we'll see how involved they want him to be here in this regular season finale. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And able to get him down, but he does.
Happy Sunday there, Daniel. Good to see you, buddy.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Wilson. Got his man. It's Warren. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down. Now Wilson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Taylor. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Colts. On the option to give to Taylor here. They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. It's caught. Mitchell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley-Cox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Warren. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Off the option, here's Taylor. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 164 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. The option to give to Taylor here. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it on 2nd down.
They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Running straight ahead, Taylor. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. Richardson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raiders now set to get the football back. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Wilson. Short throw caught by Bowers. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Wilson. He still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 67 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 2nd and 9. Off the option, here's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Again, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warren. 2nd and 5. There's Wilson to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that. Picks up the 1st down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the 1st down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground. That last run going to move him over 200 yards rushing now in this game alone. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And room there to work it inside the 25. 229 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win.